Hello, everyone. This is Thanos. I'm John. We're from Currencycloud. Our mission is to reimagine the way that money flows through the digital economy. The demand for digital banking services across the globe is growing, and it's very difficult to create innovation because there's the two challenges of compliance and legacy infrastructures. We help companies bridge that gap and move into the digital age. By connecting to our cloud technology, you and your customers can instantly make multi-currency international payments, meet your compliance requirements, create a compelling go-to-market strategy, and create decent margins. Well, our customers include banks, they include PSPs, they include remittance companies, digital marketplaces, and so on. But this market opportunity is not just going to fall into your lap. It's so enormous. Boston Consulting Group say it's worth $7 trillion. Just let that settle in your brain for a minute. I have no idea how many zeros are even in $7 trillion, but it's enormous. But it's not just going to fall into your lap. There's some really big challenges. The incumbents that have moved into this space, they've changed the experience that consumers and corporations want. They want a digital experience. You need to move pretty fast because they're already there, and need time, money, and resources to do it. With all the best will in the world, you don't have all that stuff. So we're going to show you how you can do that. And the reason we can do it is that we've built every single thing you need and put it into a business process, whether it's bank accounts, liquidity, pricing, beneficiary management. And because we do all these things and handle the money, we're a regulated entity. Everything we're going to show you is built on APIs. And what we're going to do is show you a customer experience that we've built ourselves. We're super excited because we think this is what the cloud is all about. So let's take a specific customer. This customer is called James Smith. He's going to log onto the system, and he's going to make a payment. So the first thing you'll see across the top is all the different balances that he can hold. You can hold multiple different balances in different currencies. You can see here from the drop-down. But what James would like to do is to make a sterling payment from his USD account. So the first thing he has to do is buy some currency. And again, we have all the stuff working in the system. So you can buy or sell this. We're going to sell $10,000, and it's based on today's settlement date, or the nearest settlement date. Everything that's grayed out as settlement dates that you can't use. So we're going to move forward with this. We're going to get a quote. And the first thing you'll see is there's two prices. This is the mid-market price and our wholesale price. We'll come back to this later, but just to say for now, we're unique in that we do billions of dollars a year. In fact, we've just done our $20 billionth of FX transaction. We make no money from this. We pass it immediately on to you. But we'll come back to this a bit later. What you also see at the bottom is all the relevant Dodd-Frank information, and make sure you meet your compliance regulation standards. So we're happy with this quote. We're going to convert it. And further Dodd-Frank disclosure, what we want to do now is make a payment. The customer's already received an email saying this is your conversion. So to make a payment, you have to create a beneficiary. That's the person it's going to. Each jurisdiction has different requirements. We deal with all that stuff, so you don't need to. In this case, we're going to make a regular payment, which is through our banking network. Now, every time you create a beneficiary, we wash that against a series of sanctions lists, both for the bank that it's going to and the individual, so you know that you're making payments to good people, and also we can massively reduce the payment failure rate. I can never get that right. So we've got a couple of more pieces of information here. One is the payment reason, that's for compliance as well, and the payment reference, which means that the individual or the corporation can match that up to their systems. So we're going to make that payment. Further Dodd-Frank information, and that's about as complicated as it gets. Now, we can white label this, put it behind your single sign-on, brand it, make it really simple. So we're going to confirm that, come back out, and what we're going to do now is we're going to show you what it looks like from the other perspective, from your perspective as people providing this service. So I've seen Thanos do this 1,000 times. I have no idea what your favorite animal is. It's a cat. Massively uninspiring, but let's go anyway. So what you'll see here is the same page, but the numbers are bigger because you're seeing the aggregate view of all the things that all the transactions that your customers are making on the platform. And you'll see at the top the payment and the conversion we just did. All of this is exportable into your MIS systems. But let's see what it looks like to actually physically build and onboard, so how you put a customer together. So you can see all the customers that are on this particular platform, all their permissions. So let's add an account. Whilst Thanos does this, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about pricing. You and I both know exchange rates move up and down. What we do is that we participate in this market, give you live rates for free, and it allows you to make margin. This is where you can make some money. You can set this by customer, by volume, by currency, however you choose to do this, but we're passing all that benefit to you because we charge you for the technology. We're a cloud company. So we've created an environment. We've set a default here of the margin we choose to make from that customer. We're going to create the account. Some more valuable compliance information, and some additional administrative things that we need to put together. We're going to provide some permissions. Thanos can't even spell his own name. It's a very complicated name, Thanos. We're going to just give all the permissions, but you'll see at the bottom here, there's a bunch of risk information. This can come straight from your risk environment. You can make your own assessment of it. We've defaulted this to $10,000 because we're making a $10,000 payment. And then we're going to add an account. And that's it. He's live. It's ridiculously simple, right? And that's what's so embarrassing about this demonstration is that it's so hard to show you something that's complicated. But what we've done is take a very complicated thing and make it very, very simple. And that's what we do as a business. So hopefully what we've shown you today is that you can create a compelling digital experience for your customers. You can go to market fast, and you can create a high-value, high-margin business. So come with us, come with Currencycloud. Let's reimagine your digital future. Thank you very much.